Good morning, you guys. It is Monday, April 28th, and we just finished dropping off Gianna at preschool. It was one of those mornings though, of course. We all kind of like overslept, and then it just felt rushed, and I ended up having to bring my breakfast into the car. But we are at the grocery store here now. I thought in this vlog today I'd share a little bit of our weekly meal planning, as well as how I have been doing my cleaning schedule to make things a lot less stressful on me and managing like the cleanliness and everything of our house. So kind of like productive and spring cleaning. So on Mondays, Roman and I have been going to the grocery store doing like a curbside pickup, but we are going in the store today, and on the menu this week are salmon bowls, chicken fajitas, honey mustard chicken, and then later this weekend we're having some friends over and I'll do like a marry me chicken with pasta. We're not going to get that meal today at the store. I'll probably get it later this week, but we're going to get everything else. And so what I find really helpful is putting down the grocery list in my notes app and then using like the check marks. So because I get very forgetful in the grocery store when I get distracted with Roman and what he needs sometimes. So I just make sure I tick everything off as we add it to the carts. And I find that to be really helpful and make sure we bring home everything and all the ingredients that we need. It's just after 8:30 now, so let's get shopping.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two elbows. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time.
I feel like as a second-time mom, I have gotten much better at learning to like let the groceries wait. Like Roman actually fell asleep in the car on the car ride home, and he was just ready for an earlier nap today. He's kind of getting over a cold. We all are. We all got something and sick last week. So I think his body is just needing some extra rest. So I just made sure I got him down first, and then I came back and got all the groceries out of the trunk, unloaded and stuff. But another thing I do on Mondays besides grocery shopping is then some light meal prepping. I just feel like having things that are ready to go in the fridge make the weekdays so much easier, especially for breakfast. And so right now I'm gonna work on that. So I'm going to cut and roast some sweet potatoes, cut up this watermelon. Then I normally make egg muffins for the week, but we have a short week of preschool this week, so I'm doing some hard-boiled eggs right now. So get all that going and then do some cleaning afterwards. We'll see how long Roman sleeps for. It's always hit or miss. I did pick these up at the store though. I know I really like the Beech Nut brand for baby food, so I saw these. There's no added sugar or anything. It's like a strawberry oat bar. So I thought it might be cool for Roman to try, and I kind of want to try one too. So just 5 ingredients. It is for 12 months and up for toddlers, but I'll still probably like cut it up with scissors into like little cubes so he can like use it with his pincher grasp. Yeah, pretty good. It has like a harder texture than I thought, but it's still pretty tasty. Taste the strawberries.
I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed in the produce from Meijer today. I feel like one of the peppers in the back was just like icky and like all wet and stuff. And then the cherry tomatoes, even some of them didn't look that good. One of the apples had a huge bruise. And then the watermelon, the seedless watermelon, had so many seeds and was like falling apart as I was cutting it there. So I don't even really want to give it to Roman, and probably Gianna won't eat it either. So not usually the case at Meijer. They're usually my go-to. So that was a little strange, but it's making me think that I need to change around some of the meals this week. Like here were the meals I had planned out for the week, and I can link all these recipes down below too. But since the peppers were funky, I'm thinking maybe I should cook them today because I almost don't trust them to last one more day in the fridge. And then like the tomatoes, I was gonna do some roasted tomatoes with the honey mustard chicken. But again, not looking good. So I'm not sure if we'll flip-flop some things around, or I'll maybe ask George what sounds good when he gets home. Gotta always expect the unexpected when you're a mom. Hello class. I feel like a teacher with my whiteboard here, but I thought this would be like the easiest way to explain and show you how I've come up with a cleaning schedule that works for me, keeps me less stressed, and maintain a clean home. I feel like when our home is clean, tidy, and organized, it just puts me in the best like headspace and mood and helps me not to get as overstimulated as a mom to young children. We did have a cleaning service after Roman was born, and that was so helpful for me, not having to like worry about cleaning, but allowing our house to be clean during that time period. But now that things, you know, he's a year old, things feel more settled, and we've developed like a good routine for ourselves, I feel more capable of doing things in and around the house now. So I just made our May calendar here, and what I do is I kind of break up the month into either 4 or 5 weeks depending on how long it is. So like in the month of May, right? I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of May. So like the first week of the month, I'll do more of a special cleaning project with like things I don't normally clean. So like last week, I like wiped down and vacuumed all the inside of the kitchen cupboards, which I probably only do like once a year, if that. Another week, I cleaned all of our like mattress protectors, and I like attempted to clean some of our curtains because they had like food splatter and cat hair, but they shrunk, so that made me feel kind of silly, but what can you do? And then this week, I do have George's help to clean out the windowsills. We got new window screens, so we're just gonna clean it all, which I haven't done since we moved into the house almost 3 years ago. Like squeegee the windows, pop the screens back on. But then my special project is I'm gonna work on cleaning the toys outside. We do have a play date with friends coming over tomorrow, and the weather's starting to get nice, so I just thought it'd be good to get those all cleaned because like dust gets in the toy box and all that. So, but at least the water table will be nice and ready for the summer season. And then week 2 is when I will go around the whole house and dust. So all the furniture, you know, any of the surfaces that need dusting. And then week 3 is when I will Windex all of the windows, mirrors, glass, stuff like that. I usually Windex and clean all the sheets on the bed the same week, but since May is a longer month, I just put that at week 4 for cleaning the sheets. And then week 5, or sometimes it would be week 4, is when I clean the bathrooms. So like that's when I will scrub the toilets and like wipe down the shower and the bathtubs and all of that stuff. I normally will like Clorox wipe the counters in the bathroom as needed, or even the toilet. But this specific week is like when I will really like hardcore deep clean it and like, you know, do all the dirty work in the bathrooms. And I forgot to mention, I probably should have started out with this, but every Sunday I have been doing the floors and cleaning the floors. So I've been vacuuming and then mopping like the vinyl plank and all the tiles in the bathroom, because I don't know how, as a family of 4, we have the 2 kids, a cat, but we can get so much like dust and debris stuck in the carpets. And things might not like look dirty, but they like feel dirty to me. So I feel like at least doing that weekly vacuum, I mean, like we'll still vacuum and stuff after dinner every night, at least in the kitchen, but on the carpets, it really helps to just like pick up all the debris. And then with Roman, he's still army crawling a ton, so I feel like he's constantly on the floor, and just making sure that the floors are clean for the kids. And then with mopping, I'll like vary week by week. If I like get out the big old fashioned mop with the mop head and everything and the bucket of water, and then like the following week, I'll just use like our Swiffer wet jet to just make things easier on myself. I just feel like having a schedule like this really helps me to keep on track of knowing what has been cleaned when, because I feel like before it was just kind of a free for all, and I just didn't find a good system, or I would try to dust, Windex, clean the sheets, clean the bathrooms, all within the same time frame, and it would wear me out. It would make me tired. So just having like one cleaning task to focus on for the week has been super helpful. And there's flexibility too, because of course life with young kids is just unpredictable. And it's like, I don't know when Gianna's gonna be home from school or when Rowan is really gonna wake up from his nap. So the time of day and like the day of the week that I'm actually doing cleaning varies, but at least like I have the theme for the week. So I might be dusting during Roman's nap time or after the kids go to bed. It just really varies, but at least the task is getting done. And I think it's important to note too that all of these tasks necessarily aren't getting done solely by me. Like George does help out. So like sometimes I will vacuum, but sometimes George will. Or, you know, he will help clean the bathrooms one week and I'll do them the next, or help me put the sheets back on the bed. So I know I made this schedule for us, but at least being able to tag team all of the tasks has really helped to take off like the pressure and like, you know, the weight you feel of like the responsibility of having to keep a clean home and stuff like that. So I hope that's kind of helpful. Of course, develop whatever system works best for you and your family and in your home. But that's what's really been working for me and us here. So I just thought I'd share, because now cleaning does feel a lot less stressful than it did previously. And thank you for attending my mini mom masterclass. So I will show you the toy situation and what we are working with here. Here she is though, kind of just chaos, toy chaos. And like I do want to figure out a better way to store outdoor toys, because I feel like with the toy bin being so deep, it's like hard for Gianna to reach in. So we put like these crates on the bottom, and I think the thing's warped and dust keeps getting inside and just gets the toys all icky and gross. So I think what I did last year is I just dunked everything in water and then cleaned it with soap and water. So we'll see how this goes. Got my work cut out for me here. You took a very long, good nap, mister. He took almost like a 3-hour nap, but again, I think his body needed it just because he is getting over sickness and a cold. I feel like whenever he wakes up though with like this flyaway hair, it reminds me of like a British boy pop band or something. Say rock on, dude. I'll see if I can get him to just hang out here with me while I finish up, because I definitely did not finish doing everything, but put things away and we'll see how it goes. Ta-da! Definitely better, I feel like, than when we started. At least everything is clean. Will it stay organized all throughout the summer? Probably not, but I kind of did like picnic and house hut stuff here, water table stuff, and then bubbles and chalk, and then sand toys and just random play things over there. And I got out the water table too. We'll surprise Gianna with that when she comes home today. And if you do live somewhere a little more woodsy, I do recommend getting like a water table cover. It just helps to keep like the bugs and the leaves and all the gross stuff out when everyone's done playing. I'm getting a Roman a late lunch here. It's just about 2 o'clock and he's more like wearing it than eating it. What do we have? We have some chicken, sweet potatoes. I did cut around the seeds in the watermelon, and we tried that oat bar. I like cut it up and stuff, and I still think the texture is a little bit too hard. So maybe like the older toddlers it would be better for. But I hope you guys had fun hanging out with us. I know we had fun spending some time with you. If you enjoyed the cleaning ideas and mom tips throughout this vlog, make sure you give the video a like, and you can always subscribe to my channel for more motherhood videos. I hope Gianna likes the water table when she gets home from school. It'll be your first time playing in it too this year. It'll be a fun summer. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Are you waving bye? Say bye. Bye. We'll see if he just started doing that. Bye.